Alright, so we're gonna pick up where we left off, except I really wanted to just do a little crafting real quick. It's bugging me, I've got all of these ingredients. All of this goodness. And all of these recipes, and I haven't really done much of that. While I was in Fort Joy, I certainly didn't. I just tinkered with it a little bit. So I figure it might be a good idea to go ahead and play around with it a little bit. I don't know how much I can do. But before I do that, I'm going to go do this while I'm here. Since this is where I left off. Give me that phone.
Boring.
Nice. Goes bar up in her.
Ancient runes. Weird contraptions. This place is an arcanist's dream.
Give me some of this. Oh, yeah. Now I wonder. Why wouldn't I just leave this here for now? I mean, that way I can always get back here and get source real quick. Just have to put the other one on the ground wherever I'm at. Zip over here, grab some source, and do the same thing going back. The only downside is if I need both for some reason, then not a big deal. I just have to get back here. It's kind of a hassle. But I think right now the bigger hassle is getting source. I mean, I've got spells that I'd love to be able to use source. Well, I don't have that many spells. But let me try that first and see if that's a good strategy or not. Okay, so let's see. Do a little looting. Nope, I meant to read that one. Let me read it before I forget. thing. Did read that one too. Same. Interesting. So black root, huh? Oh, and there's a spell. I mean, an update. Good. Makes my life easier.
This again.
Okay. Ingredients cupboard, huh? I like the sounds of that. Bottle of swirling mud?
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients thrown together in no particular order. After a quick rummage, you spot the black root nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and drudene oil. You gather up the black root, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
Oh, what the heck? Okay. Ha. Yeah, I should be able to make some food. Like bread, for instance. See, I got the oven. All I need is some dough. How do you make dough? Oh, any milk, flour, and egg. Or just flour and water. Okay, so 3 different recipes for dough. And I can make bread. So, okay. How do you, wait a minute. Flour, do you just, no, you make flour. Yeah, that's what I thought. Do it. So now I can make that, and then I can make dough. And then, where's my dough? First try. And bread gives you 1 strength. Okay. Cheese bread dough. I don't have any cheese though. Apple pie dough. I do have a bunch of apples. Oh shit, I can make an apple pie. But I can make 1 more flour. That means I can make 1 more dough. Which means I can make 1 more apple pie dough. Which means I can make an apple pie? Is that what this does? It doesn't say, actually. I can make some tomato sauce. Sweet. I can make all sorts of dinners or stews. We gotta try it, right? I don't know. Let's see. Nope. Oh, okay. Flat out just makes an apple pie by itself. Did it make 2 apple pies? Nice. Look, it heals 20% and it's got poison resistance. That's awesome. Oh, see, now it shows it down here. Why is it not alphabetical? Everything else is. Oh, maybe because I have to exit and come. I bet you if I exit, come back in. Nope. For some reason, it's at the bottom. Don't I have a... Oh, a boiling pot, I see. I don't have a boiling pot with me. Cooking station. You can make a... I do have a cooking pot. I can make a campfire, right? Maybe not. So let's go to runes. Because I got all sorts of recipes for runes. These all take pixie dust. Stardust. Okay. Can I make... Oh, I can make all sorts of bone dust, too. small flame rune. 2 small flame runes plus some pixie dust is a medium flame rune. Interesting. So, okay, so hold on here. Small flame rune. Any oil source. Okay. Live wood log. Okay. Haven't seen one of those yet. Any gold. Oh, and I just been selling the gold. Okay. Any water source. Okay, so that's interesting. I have to be thinking that I'm in her basement here. I'm just looting everything. She's just standing right over here. She's like, I don't care. Incinerator control valve. Interesting. I don't know what that is. I'll read this. It runneth over not. It's an empty cup. Ooh, what's this? Energy chest. Ooh. So this is the incinerator. Prepare to be incinerated. Anything else?
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken? Exactly. But it isn't enough to say the people. That could mean anything. The dwarfs, the lizards, the humans. No, becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the gods and the responsibility for all the races. The divine was created by the gods to shelter us from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else. Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then inhale the smoke. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. They're all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard, sauce in the glowing fountain, ritual in the tome by the bookcase, even an incinerator to provide a flame.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even more inconvenient. So if you wouldn't mind...
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
Once, although not by a Godwoken. My assistant did not believe that one had to be chosen by a god to become divine.
She waves a bandaged hand absent-mindedly, wincing slightly.
A headstrong and thoughtless girl, but the experience was... was quite educational. From observing her, I gather that the ritual involves inhaling the smoke, a lot of screaming, and a rather sudden death. Well, certainly. It is not my place to police the stupidity of others.
So she's a little chaotic neutral. It feels like that's her alignment.
I have to admit I was curious. Imagine if it had been a success. Why, then anyone could have ascended. Even I... Alas, success was beyond her reach. Quite fascinating to watch, though. I've never seen a body burn from the inside out before. And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the Cloisterwood to fetch you more blackroot.
Okay. Cut ourselves with the obsidian lancet and mix the blood and back in the bowl. What bowl? I mean this bowl? Not quite sure what to do here. So if I combine, okay, hold on. Hold. So. What is blackroot? Oh, maybe ingredients here. The Sam hell am I looking for? Okay, let me look at the... It says, cut ourselves with the obsidian lancet. Mix the blood and blackroot in the bowl. Where's the lancet? She said everything was in here.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients. You explore the remaining ingredients. but you've already taken everything you need.
Oh, I have, huh? Another bowl. Okay. Little confused. Not sort by last picked up. In fact, can we do it this way? There it is. So there. Oh, here's the bowl, the lancet, the black root. Use. Oh, I see. Okay. And then combine with. I was just looking at them. I thought it was just in the ingredients section. Well, this is a little clunky. There's that, and then that. There we go.
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
And I'm back!
But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
It looks like the Cliffs of Moher. Here I am. Hey.
Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure you could only describe as a second self. It looks haggard and weak, its very voice but a feeble echo of your own.
Beast, come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am. Look me in the eyes.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum.
Blind eyes shine brightly. Speak the spell.
Speak it.
See.
Cast this spell regularly to reveal a hidden world of ghosts lingering in the mortal realm. Cool. And there it is. And it doesn't cost me anything. It's just an action point.
yourself. Before you stands the god Duna in all his spectral glory.
Cool.
You know me now, don't you?
Hells yeah.
I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now I've come to seek some power in return. Your God-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Duna nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Vampire? What the hell?
Ah yes, just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion. Well, sort of. But by all means, let that be a motivator, not a cause for concern. You must realize, Beast, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the Void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension. It most certainly will be. The Well of Ascension is a lake, a pool of pure source in which the powers of the Seven lie united. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads. And you must be the first to reach it at all costs. There you touch upon the very heart of the matter. The Void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it, all of it. Only he who claims everything will be everything. The Void's doom, this world's liberator. It's very simple, really. They will either bow to you or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own Godwoken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One, at the expense of all others. So make no mistake, Beast. Chances are the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods. Their blood on your eager hands. But don't let that dismay you, for these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin and your loved ones, and the world they live in. They will be at your mercy, which is vastly preferable to you being at theirs. Wouldn't you agree? So, fret not, but revel in the promise of the lake.
This guy's suspect.
I will lead you there when you're ready. When you've become a true master of the Source, and speak the language of creation itself. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like only a Godwoken can, and wield its most powerful spells.
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
You flatter me, Beast, but if all I had to do was give, you would long since have received. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the Source. you must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the Source. Once you have, you may return to me here. Something that will make you understand that for a god there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is Source, and in Source it is. Immortally so. You have the vision of a god now, eyes that can see spirits, the souls of the dead made manifest in Source. Speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them. Where the dead lie, the dead linger. And so much more. But I'm no longer who I once was, bound to you as I've become. I will teach you what I can, but the knowledge that will expand the bounds of your soul, that you'll have to hunt for yourself. My pawn? No, my champion. Best of luck, beast.
Don't trust him. Want to get high? No toweling.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She stares intently for a moment, taking in every detail before sighing deeply.
You didn't have enough Source, did you? You had all the materials, but not the Source. That is unfortunate. I know exactly what must be done. You must find a master of Source. And I could have helped you once, but no longer. The purging which the Magisters included as part of their service was quite efficient. They stripped me of my Source. Not enough to silence me, but enough that I would not turn their insides to lime. Enough to sever my link to the font from which all Source flows, and certainly enough that I cannot train you. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only Source Masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turn into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain.
Okay.
Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to. These are the kinds of creatures that grew bored pulling the legs from spiders and so moved on to people. Fun is not the word I would choose.
I don't know.
However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would, but do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Okay. Hey, what? Oh, there's the apprentice right there. How long does this last? 4 more turns.
The spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised.
You can see me. A god woken in my presence. You honor me.
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special. But I am not special. I am dead.
You are dead. Yep. Yep.
The squirrel seems to be flicking through various scraps of paper, humming and hawing as he goes. After some time, he throws the scraps to the wind and spurs on his cat.
Nice.
Nice. And she has nothing else
Stay
to say.
strong on your holy mission, Godwin.
Okay. So that's pretty much my next step. So between Lohar, I don't know what the deal is with the chickens, but Lohar and finding this list, and I'm gonna leave the teleporter pyramid here so I can quickly get back here for swords in the meantime. Okay, so getting back to the crafting. Oh, the cooking station action. I wish that it be like a. See, I wish it showed you what the result was. Like here, I wish it told you what it was after you've discovered it. Because then you can remember, oh, I want to go back and make that again, and this is why. It's interesting you can switch between these guys. I wonder why. Wow, I can make a lot of different scrolls. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that's what I was wondering is, look at all these weird things I've got, and this is what you can use them for. So that's what you use the essences for also. That makes sense. But again, I mean, my guys have spells and rarely do I need a scroll. Almost never. So finding all these ingredients to make them is interesting, but unless the scroll is something that there isn't a matching spell that I can learn. Like, let's see. Looking through this list. So far, epidemic of fire. What? Interesting. Are you kidding me? I was joking earlier. I found these panties in a chest. I didn't take them with me. They're on the boat. They're still there, probably. Little did I know that they're part of a scroll recipe. Goes to show that nothing goes to waste. Alright. Well, even though I came in here, I think making runes is probably more interesting for me right now. Let me do this. I'm going to go through my inventory. I have some items that I can wear. And I need to kind of clean this up. Man, I got a lot of junk. This is pyro. I'm going through amulets right now. Summoning and persuasion, really? So either Sybil or more likely, or Red Prince or more likely Sybil. I want her summoning to get beefed up. Okay. Oh, this is a very basic magic armor, so I'm not sure about this one. Same with this one. This is just basic. Oh, so that dot means there's a slot in it. I see. Okay. And she's my leader? No. Certainly not going to get worn. Yeah, these are all the same. I picked all these up at the same place, if I remember correctly. And then promptly just didn't use them. And that's the same. So these, there was one for each of us. That was out of the well. I think those are all just getting converted to wares. Okay, that's all of the amulets. So I got these basic ones. I have, let's get them all together here real quick. I don't get it. Why does he have a point? Didn't I use it? Or did I get it for some reason? Well, I'm gonna use it. Ba-dum-bum. Well, I would say no doubt she's the one wearing this one. I want her summoning up. This one's immunity to stunned and a plus to constitution. Well, his air resistance is halfway decent, man. Oh, but I've got pyro also. You know what? Nope, I'm gonna wear this. Sorry, guy. We want your pyro up. It's up to 8 now. Nice. Boy, finesse and range are just... You know, I mean, the fire resistance is good. But, I mean, other than that... He's already got a good... Well... Oh, he's got the lucky charm. That's what it is. Which I like. I like somebody having the lucky charm. But... And it does give you an intelligence point. She's a leader. So I would say this. I would say... Let's keep this one on her. Oh, there's another one. There's another one of these. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. So these are all basic magic armor. So I'll sell all these, probably. I guess I will... I'll just have her use this one. So, yeah, this one seems pretty useless. I mean, it does have a slot, but... Yeah, this is all stuff I am not going to use. Well, losing initiative kind of would suck, but this is a 15. It'd be down to a 13. But the upside is you get water resistance and telekinesis a little bit longer. Yeah, that is kind of a tough decision. I really like the initiative, though. I really like it. Crap. That's a hard decision. Wow. Kind of hard to say no to this. Wow, I sure wish this coat had the rune slot in it. But I do like the fact that this gives her an additional point of summoning. No what? They're both Mentor's mantles. I just noticed that. Oh, this belt has lucky charm. Interesting. Oh, but I gotta keep that belt. I have lucky charm on him. Slowly but surely getting through my inventory. Yeah, at this point, it's pretty obvious. Some of these are just, it's you know, 50-50, you know, which one you want to use. The wall, the barricade. Yeah, I don't do much sneaking. These are level 2. Why do I even have these? I think I took them off and just need to add them for wares. Yeah, that's what it is. Same with this. And almost certainly this. Okay, almost done. These gloves, I just don't know what to do with them. I think the only reason I was keeping them is because of the telekinesis, maybe, or the water resistance. But oh, see, this makes you, as much as I like her having teleportation, you know, point of strength, but still. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Oh, yeah. This is a good choice. Yeah. Pretty sure that nobody else is going to want these. +1 thievery. I was going to do thievery. I was going to use that to steal from people, but it's too much trouble. I can't even be bothered. Okay, cool. So what do we have left here? We got the Band of Brackets, which is a cursed ring. Got a 4 magic armor ring. There's no way that's useful. Nope. Same here. Pretty sure same here. +1 huntsman. Think about it. I think either the elementalist or the hold on. The titleist of all people, using huntsman eventually, but I don't think anytime soon. Yeah, I think that one's going the way of the dodo. that. Same there. Oh, I could do this though. And she doesn't use any huntsman stuff. I mean, maybe eventually I will, but... Oh, honestly, no, she doesn't use any warfare at all. What did I lose? Was it this one? First aid, that's what I need. Huntsman. Wait, but I don't have any points in Huntsman? Ooh, that seems like a mistake. Anyway, I didn't mean to replace that anyway. There we go. Yeah, I don't want these. Okay. Cleaned that up pretty well. So I got a lot of stuff here. Not entirely convinced I want to sell all of that yet.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Opening up the map.
You can stay there with the dirty lizards and Joey's mum.
That's no good.
Boring.
Who would do this?
Nuisance.
All this damn work and nothing to show for it. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the...
There you go, kitty cat.
I'm going to send you something sure.
Uh-oh. David. Oops, he's sleeping. Glenogram. Oh, that's what I meant to do, but I'm glad I didn't see. Leech. This would be an interesting one for her to have, because whenever she starts combat, she usually puts blood on the ground. Huh. Interesting. Nice. Well, I was going to work on craft theme. I think I'm going to shut it down. I'll pick up here tomorrow. Because I'm not really seeing much in terms of crafting I'm terribly excited about. I will say this, that I could work on this real quick. These are all resistances. Who's wearing this? It's her, right? What do your resistances look like, lady? Okay. Okay. That one's there. I know who's wearing this one. It's my dude. Beast. Mass cleanse wounds. What does that do? Oh, that is very useful. Takes a source point to use it, but still. Doesn't take up a memory slot. Amulet of the Deep. I like this one. Who's wearing Griffin's egg? Her, right? Yep. And she has no resistances to speak of. A little bit more health can't hurt.
The dwarf is unnaturally still. You might mistake her for a corpse, were it not for a slight twitch of her eyelids.
Just in case.
The dwarf is unnaturally still. You might mistake her for a corpse. She calmly opens her left eye, then her right.
What do you want? Nah, nice quiet spot for a dwarf to get some shut-eye. Cobwebs, I reckon. Maybe some spiders and silverfish, rats. Nothing you want. Unless you collect cobwebs, I guess. Ain't hardly nothing. This is the warmest corner in the house, is all. And didn't I tell you to scram?
Success impossible. Crap.
Wine all you want. I'm staying and you're leaving, and that's that.
Before you can ask more, the dwarf holds up her hands and closes her eyes. She's done talking.
That's okay. That's what I'm gonna do. Tomorrow night. See you later.